Hello and welcome back to Rimworld. We are continuing our playthrough of our nation of southeastern Banos, and we are attempting to establish some sense of normalcy here. Now that we have electricity, we are in a pretty good spot overall, I think. Um, the one thing I do need to be considerate of is the temperature starting to get worse. It is the fall. So I am gonna have to start building like space heaters everywhere. So I should probably get started on that because that is going to be a problem, and I want to make sure that we address it. We need vents between the rooms. I don't think we actually need heaters in every room, but I do think we need at least a couple. Um, let's go ahead and put a vent in here. This doesn't need to be heated, either of these rooms. But these rooms all need to be heated. So let's go ahead and put a heater in here. That should take care of keeping all three of these rooms warm, all three of these rooms warm, this room warm. Not as concerned about this, but I will ultimately need to do something here too. Okay, so we have that going. Our base is kind of cramped by being, kept in this little space here. So I do want to expand and like enclose all this. So I am gonna kind of plan out a little thing here. I am gonna want to build like I'm gonna want to move this like a kill box over to here, and that'll probably be our main flow in to the base. And then I also want to make sure that we're putting something here as well, just to kind of wall off this section, force everybody to kind of go through here. Unless they're unusually clever, breachers and whatnot. So let's get started on. I'd really like Daniels to start on the heating and cooling. I do think that's a pretty high priority. He did just kind of destroy his own bed, which is, I guess, kind of funny, but we do have some steel right here and available. Oh, things are starting to die because of the cold, so I guess it's a good thing. I'm starting to work on the temperature based stuff. I think I want to maybe prioritize working on the cooler. Well, the heater part anyway. Bonnie was wandering in a little bit of a psychotic state. Hopefully she is doing okay. I think our mood in general should be better because we have lighting now, we have temperature control we're gonna have shortly. Um, so the question is, what is the temperature it's targeting? Is it targeting 70 outside or 70 inside? Because this does not seem to be getting any warmer. So let's go ahead and lower this down to like super low. Yep, now it's heating the inside and not the outside. All right, Daniels, this is your bed. You come back into here. All right, he is hauling to this vent. So hopefully, how is the temperature in here? Well, it does have some hypothermia. That's not great, but that should be resolved now. Okay, let's set this to Bonnie. And we can go ahead and set this to back to Daniels. Although ultimately, I think I want to like revamp most of this stuff. For the time being, this is good enough. Okay, so we do have like an indoor 75-degree temperature that should, yeah, that made the hypothermia go away for them, which is perfect. Can't really do any fairs or anything at the moment, which is fine. I do Probably want to put a little bit of effort into this. Why is he sleeping so much? He's just a tired boy. Well, once he's done and then he eats, I would like to, finish building all this stuff out. But let's one thing at a time. What do we have going on here? This is the fueled stove. Okay, so we have the same recipes here as we have here. One's electric stove, one's a fueled stove. I think it's fine to leave that for now. Although ultimately, I think I do want to maybe turn one off. We're still butchering. We still have a lot of bodies that they're refrigerated outside. They're actually frozen right now, so that's fine. Hungry beavers. Oh no. There's a lot of them. Oh man. Wildlife. The 50% chance they're gonna get angry when I shoot them. Okay, so they're definitely gonna get angry when I shoot them. What's going on with Darkcraft here? Oh, this would give me vampires, but I am not strong enough to take that right now. So there's just no way I can do it. Just no way I can do it at the moment. I'm curious if the alpha beavers will come into my actual base. Let's go ahead and draft everyone. And I'm just really curious if I can... I'm going to keep this door open. And actually, I'm going to keep this door open too. Just see if I can... Bonnie, you don't have your weapon. You got to go equip your weapon. Okay, so that got rid of one alpha beaver. What I'm worried about is the alpha beaver revenge, where they like all of them come after me. Like that. definitely was worried about that. Okay. Okay, that did hold open long enough for that beaver to get through. All right, good. Beavers are kind of coming after me. At least a little bit. Okay. So that gave us a little bit extra meat to work with. Oh, Bonnie's still still recruited. I think that only angered a couple of them. Let's take a look. We got 6 left. I do want to wipe these guys out though, because I am very concerned about them wandering the map and eating all the limited resources we already have with the wood. I feel like this happens on this style of map in particular. Let's see if we can run away. Got some angry alpha beavers here. Okay. I got 2 more. Let's see if we can get a couple more going here. We got tattered clothes, we got break risks. None of this is good. But the shooting experience is good. I think that's all valuable. All right, we got that. How many we got left? 4? But one of them's bleeding out over here. Okay, they're pretty far away at this point. I am a little concerned about angering them and then triggering that alpha beaver revenge. But let's see what happens. We'll take it as we go. Especially because all of our shooting skills like really suck. We are not very good. All right, we did trigger the revenge, but not like the big one where they all get angry. So if we're taking one at a time, I'm not worried about it, but all right, let's try. These guys are all right. One left, and I think we already hit him. He is bleeding. He's just not anywhere close to dying. There we go. Okay. Everybody back to the base. I think we can go ahead and maybe once they're done eating, we can haul the bodies. Come on, Bonnie. Don't just walk away. Let's do some hauling. You're already over here. Meat's meat. Speaking of which, kind of got to get these guys chopped up too. Hasn't happened yet. What's going on here? Seems to be flagged as like a prison at the moment. But Daniels is working on it, so at least there's that. We're gonna have to let that quest go. There's just no way we can do it. All right, Beth and Macy should be in okay shape. Is he really still running around trying to get the parts for this? Come on, man. Daniels, it shouldn't take you this long. You're gonna get this done. Then you can go to bed. Okay. Okay. So we have 2 heaters going. One going for here, and one that's warming all these bedrooms over here. These should still be frozen for the most part. I'm not seeing the kibble being made as much as I would like. I am going to get rid of the meals from here. I don't think we need to keep meals down there if we're focusing on, you know, putting kibble down there. We certainly have plenty of human meat available, so that shouldn't be a problem. We also have a lot of rice. It just kind of needs to all be hauled away. And we do need to get like an indoor rice farm going too. It's something that will have to happen at some point. What is this, a mech node? All right, so are we spending any time converting? I think so. Wait, Royal Tribute Collector, I am not dealing with that at the moment. Apron, you are close to completing this, so let's just get this task done. All right, so you're done with that. No, clear the work. Draft on draft. I just want to finish up what is waiting here at the bench. Holder, you got an item that's like 10 away. So let's just get that done. Oh, don't start something new. I want you to finish what you already have. Unfinished cowboy hat. Okay, so you're gonna draft on draft. Yeah, let's just finish up the work we already have pending. Thank you. Okay. You're good. You can clear that. Go back about your business. Move cowboy hat back down. I think it's more important to have, you know, pants, parkas, things like that. All right, we are still chopping up the human meat, which it's a good thing to have in general. I certainly don't think it hurts to have that, especially if we have some hay available, because then we can make a fair amount of kibble. But they're not going to start the kibble until we get the butchering done, unless I move the priority. So I'm going to go ahead and move the priority a little bit. Looks like they're doing some building and repairing over here, which is good. Apron, I think you are our primary researcher, so I am going to up your research priority. I do want you to focus a little more on getting that done. These bedrooms are still not temperature controlled, which I don't think necessarily impacts them too much, but I am a little concerned about that. Okay. All right, work speed is considered bad temperature, which is, you know, fine for the time being. Ultimately, I think we're going to move this into here, heat this room, and use this as a giant freezer. But we kind of need to move all this garbage out first, which is, you know, slowly but surely happening. Do we have... Looks like apparel, we have all painted apparel. So ultimately, this stuff should move out here. I think. Take a look. What item is this? This is a cloth sash. I assume that should move over here at some point. Is it armor? Sash. I do need to apparently explicitly check sash. Okay, so Huntsman had a little bit of a meltdown, but it's fine because he got his butt beat, and now we can just rescue him and patch him up, and that'll reset his countdown on when he's going to be a jerk again, which is perfectly fine. Okay, we are getting the sash and all that stuff out here, which is good. How are we doing on materials? We still don't have a lot of any particular type of brick. Apron has refocused his efforts over here on research, which again we need to kind of up our game a little on getting the temperature right. Daniels, you keep going to bed. Get this fixed. That is what you need to do right now. Okay. So that is using a lot of power. We did convert Huntsman, I think. No, we converted Luba. So now we can focus on recruiting. So let's go and do that. I'm a little worried about the amount of electricity we're using with all the heating going on, that this is not going to be able to keep up with it. So I do want to focus on either ripping this out and building a proper what you call it, geothermal, which would be there, but I have to go a little bit into every room there. It looks like one tile into every room. So let's go ahead and, what is that, like 3 tiles wide? So that's like here, 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 and here, I think. Let's double check. Yeah, it is exactly it. So now we're gonna have to build a I mean, I guess we could build a steel wall. we do have a fair amount of steel available. Not a ton, but we do have some. Um, where is it all? Did we use all the steel? Over here? Uh, I need to run a power conduit down here, by the way. So I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, we probably used it to rebuild all these traps. Okay, so we do need... I mean, we have some steel up here, but we apparently still need quite a bit of steel, so... Yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. Get some refugees to show up. Have some people do some work for us. I'm totally fine with that. Let's go ahead and issue some mining commands while we're at it. Take advantage of the extra bodies we have here. Get some components out. Get all this stuff just mined out and ready to use. A whole bunch of stuff there. That's already marked. Got a whole bunch of stuff here. Got some stuff here. Yeah, we can go ahead and do all of that. They can sleep on the ground. I don't really care about that part, but we should also build a zone here. Let's go ahead and build a dumping zone here. We don't really need this crafting spot anymore. And I think we can move the bricks, not chunks, but I do want to move the blocks. So we can move all the stone blocks. We'll do important here, and we'll do steel. That not that we're at much risk of anything growing where the windmill's at right now, but if it's all covered, nothing's gonna grow, and it'll be more readily accessible. None of that stuff rots outside, so it's good to have it more directly available to the colony, especially if we're gonna be, building. It looks like we're hauling a bunch of the trash out, which is perfect. It's exactly what we needed. How are we doing food wise? We got a lot of food. So we're in a pretty good spot overall. Wildlife, I think we can go ahead and indicate all those get sniped. Perfectly fine. I would like to maybe take some of our wealth here and change it over. All right, so Wright is in a little bit of a pickle here. All right, let's go ahead and draft them and tell them to murder this thing. There we go. Let them take the beating instead of me. His index finger was destroyed. That's not good. All right, Roba, you get back to doing whatever you're doing. This caribou will bleed out. I'll be fine. Where's Right? You're going to bed. All right, let's go ahead and prioritize tending to you to make sure we get that covered. Did that caribou stand back up, or did we finally kill it? If we killed it, I don't know where it went. Huh. I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. Oh, we did haul it away. All right, so it just took a little while for that to happen. All right, we are using the kibble over here, so we're in a pretty good spot here, food-wise, for the animals, which is always a bit of a concern when it comes to the winter in particular. We need so much steel because we're gonna have to redo our whole farming thing so we can grow year-round. But that's gonna require electricity. That's gonna require just everything. The temperature's not really keeping up. It's 40, or like close to 50 inside, which is okay. But I just hope nobody like this gets hypothermia while they're in the process of being converted. But we'll see. Daniels was in a poor mood. I don't really know why. He seems to be doing okay. Oh, he's not converted, so he's all upset about butchering people. He's a little bit of a baby. But okay, so some of this stuff should be rotting away. All right, holder. Hopefully between the two of them, they can kill a caribou. Certainly not confident, but maybe. Come on, holder. You have a shooting of near 10 and you're missing a caribou. All right, well, at least he got a decent hit there. He should be able to consistently outrun him, so I'm not too worried about that, but at the same time, it's always a little concerning. At least they're building up some sort of shooting skill. It's better than nothing, I guess. Did I? Yeah, I turned that down, so that should be heating the bedrooms. So nobody should be freezing to death, but, you know, it's always a risk. Slowly getting these things built up. I'm afraid to kind of look at these guys' stats. I'm not sure if I want to, because some of them are, yeah, that, like that. I don't want that. Don't really want that. Don't really want that. Yeah, all these people are terrible. I don't want any of them. If I get them, I think I'm gonna have to send them off the map somewhere. All right, so the hunting should be finishing up relatively soon. I think that's the last piece of wildlife on the map here, and it is bleeding to death. We are doing some mining of steel, so at least I should have some steel available to me. Okay, so we have some people breaking out of prison. Let's go ahead and beat the crap out of them. At least if we melee them, we're less likely to kill them. Certainly not guaranteed not to kill them, as we just saw here. I mean, he's bleeding out in 3 hours, which doesn't bode particularly well for him. But we'll see. She's just injured, so at least there's that. All right, Bonnie. You do what you can do. Try to save this man. Then you can try to save her next. I think we can undraft everyone. Okay, he might live. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with infections, but he might live. Her medical's really good, so she should be all right. I wish I had some medicine that I, you know, could actually use to try to save these people, but that does not seem to be a thing that wants to happen, so it'll be what it'll be. We are already out of like vegetables, so we can't really make fine meals anymore. We're limited to simple meals, but we do have a fair amount of meat available to us. Not a ton, but a fair amount. I'm sure there'll be more wildlife roaming on our map at some point. We probably used a lot of the vegetables to make kibble, which is fine because our animals definitely need something to survive. I don't necessarily begrudge that. We can get by with simple meals. Okay, definitely have to start doing something here to progress us a little bit along. Big thing is I'm waiting on steel. Like I'm waiting. I don't see any steel actually making it to the stockpile yet. So I'm hoping at some point we get some steel that shows up. Are any of these bows worth grabbing? Probably. Macy, you could grab this recurve bow. Luba, you do not seem to be too happy right now. I don't really want to stab her. It's probably not a good thing. I don't want to shoot her either. Maybe we can just do a little melee attack. Maybe we can knock her out. He doesn't have very good melee skills, so. And he has no hands, so maybe he wasn't the best choice for this. Probably not. That's all right. Let's recapture her. Looks like Holder will do okay. He doesn't have either hand. He has a wooden hand and a no hand. Okay, we do have some stuff showing up here now. Some steel finally. That's good. Is it enough to actually build the geothermal generator? Not really. At least not yet. Okay, so alcohol withdrawal. That's cool. All right, so Beth at least has some melee skill, but so does he, so. Oh, faction ally, so he's not gonna attack. I guess let me pop in. Oh no, Beth won. Nice. Good job, Bethy Poo. All right, let's rescue him. I guess we'll have to just tend to him and hope that he recovers okay. Everybody else will just I don't know, exist. Okay. So you could just kind of stay there, I guess. Oh, look at that. He's tending to Beth, the person he like wounded. Now he's gonna go take care of her. Because his medical is actually pretty good. How nice. He like stabs her or cuts her with a knife, and now he's like, "Oh, I feel bad. I'm gonna bandage you back up." All right, who's got hypothermia? Serious hypothermia, huh? Interesting. So this room needs some temperature control as well. Why did I build coolers instead of heaters? I don't know why I did that. Oh well. We'll fix it. All right, Daniels, you're gonna have to work on this heater, which takes less resources, by the way. How many components do I have? 17? Okay, so heater's up and running. 70 degrees. No power because I don't have conduit that reaches over here. So I guess let's get that done next. All right, Daniel's completed this wall over here. So at least that's up and running. Somebody's running around cleaning up. These are all good things. What are you doing, Daniels? Power conduit? That's good. All right. Is it actually built, though? Don't smash the things I just built. Come on, you jerk. Infection? Who's got an infection? Alright. Alright, we have the heater's up and running. Well, it was up and running for a very brief second. I was really hoping that would not be a problem. Looks like a lot of people are getting a little injured as a result of all their hypothermia. So they're losing toes and all sorts of other stuff, which is not great. That's not going to happen, so I'm not going to waste my time. All right, so this temperature's going up, which means everybody should be okay. Yeah, frostbite went away. Nobody's suffering from frostbite. Everything's getting fixed up. Daylilies are being replanted. So everything should be good. Okay, I think we put the cut in for today before things get out of hand. But we did get some work done. We expanded the base a little bit. We kind of planned out our next major expansion. We did get some some heaters up and running. I was an idiot and made some coolers and inverted them. I'll change those over to heaters at some point in the future. But they are working for now, so that's perfectly fine. And I do want to get some steam geysers up and running on the places where I am able to do that. I'm hoping with the extra help that we have temporarily, we can at least get some mining done and get some steel available, because the more steel we have, the more we can rapidly expand and grow and keep progressing along. Apparin is making research progress. We are working on microelectronics, which is the next kind of major thing we need to start moving forward to the next step. So all in all, a pretty successful episode. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content in the future. Thanks for watching.